What's going on, Giants fans? We just wrapped up the MetLife Massacre as the Giants destroyed the New York Jets 31-12. Giants got off to an early 7-0 lead and they never looked back. Look, everybody's going to talk about the big story tonight was again the play of Jackson Dart. He continues that impressive maturation into the quarterback position. And I said it a lot in this week's video, but that leash, it gets shorter. It gets shorter every week. Tonight, he was phenomenal. He had the poise, great ball placement, the confidence that he has, as a leader, a natural-born leader. Finishes the game 14-16, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 87.5, and a 123.2 QBR. Just outstanding. And he'll get a lot of the headlines, as he should, rookie quarterback having another fantastic 2 outings. But all the quarterbacks, again, everybody looked good. Russell Wilson. And we're just not used to seeing Giants quarterbacks put the ball where it needs to be. I lost count how many times tonight, either in a tight window or just hitting a guy in stride. Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart. It's just impressive to watch. We're not used to it, so it's impressive to watch. But those 2 guys give me a lot of confidence in this team going forward. We're in good hands. The quarterback play is outstanding, at least through these 2 first games. Preseason, we got to realize it's preseason. But still, up front, all that doesn't even happen without a really solid play. Without a really solid game from the offensive line. All eyes going into this game were going to be on Evan Neal. And I have to say, he passed the test. He had 1 bad rep. I think we got blown up. But outside of that, he had a really solid game. And for a guy that knows everybody's going to be critical and going over everything he does on the field, he was good in the passing game, opened up lanes in the running game. There's, to transition from tackle to guard, huge piece of the Giants' offensive line. But he showed out tonight. And I'll say this about whether it's Dart or Evan Neal, the guys we really wanted to look at tonight. And people will point out, well, they did it against the second and third string of the Jets. But the reality is, if that went south, if it was the other way around, people would have a field day if it went the other way. So we got to give our props when they're due. And it was just a good game up front from the offensive line. Regardless if it was first, second, or third string in there, Evan Neal showed out tonight. And another Giant that continued to show his aggressive maturation at his position, Marcus Bowe. Guy looks already ready to be a huge piece in that offensive line. You'll see a lot of his game film coming out this week. Same thing again. Just manhandling people up front. So with no Andrew Thomas out there, all eyes were going to be on Evan Neal. You love to see it. It's a major bonus for the Giants for him to pan out. So we have to give him credit. And Marcus Bowe is just an added bonus at this point. For him to come in already and look as good as he has. Outstanding. And if you watch the video I put out this week of reasons you should believe in the Giants, you already know one of my guys going into this game, Beau Collins. He's the other rookie that's going to get a lot of headlines for the huge 80-yard play he has from Russell Wilson. Only had the 1 catch, but that highlight's going to live forever. That's going to be on the anniversary of the big Victor Cruz game that opened up MetLife. Are you kidding me? Here comes the UDFA, another UDFA with a massive big play. Big time Beau Collins making a big statement to try and stake his claim and to make this roster. He's still my odds-on favorite to make it. And even Jalen Hyatt wasn't there last week. Had a nice big play from Russell Wilson. I think he only had the 1 catch. But it was good to see Hyatt show a flash. We need to see more of it. Got to give him his props. Now, Beau Collins can do this again this week in practice and finish out the preseason with a game and have a nice game against the Patriots. That's only going to put more pressure on these guys. Jalen Hyatt or guys on the bubble. So I'm all for it. I love to see more of it. Happy for Bo Collins. Happy for Evan Neal. Ecstatic about the future of Jackson Dart. And also offensively, Turbo Miller, again, I mean, this guy out of the backfield tonight. What a weapon. Can be used, he's fast as hell, can be used in a variety of ways. Turbo ends up finishing the game with 43 yards out of the backfield receiving. And rush for 17. Again, padding his stats up. Making the most of those plays. No Cam Scatterboo right now. And Miller's getting the most of his playing time. Check marking all these Giants going into this game that I wanted to see, and like every single one of them showed me something. I know they showed their coaches something. So hats off to those guys showing out tonight offensively on that side of the ball. Defense, I mean, again, what can you say about the pass rush? It was there again, on display, deadly as hell. Jets had a tough time moving that ball. Now they were able to run the ball. And the run defense is going to be a soft spot for going forward that the Giants have to iron out. But when you get into those third downs, I mean, the pass rush is just, it's like another layer to have. It's just such a weapon. There was one play, and you'll see it over and over again. Abdul Carter absolutely gets lit up, gets knocked on his ass, pancaked. But hey, that's one of those welcome to the NFL moments. You got to have those. I want the video stricken from the internet. It's terrible. But super impressed with the pass rush. Didn't you have no doubts about it. It was good to see it. Run defense, a work in progress. Secondary did a good job though. Had to give it to the secondary. They held the Jets passing attack in check. Jets really struggled moving the ball down the field. Cordell Flott, with Banks not out there tonight, Cordell Flott had a good game. Making his spot, trying to get to that spot for that second cornerback. I think Banks has the inside job right now, but Cordell Flott, nothing to sleep on. Good game tonight. Coaches will be talking about him all week long. And there's a lot more in my notes here to go over, but really it's just 31 points from the Giants. It's preseason. That's going to be the hardest part, is to remind myself, and of course millions of us, it is preseason, but this team for the last few years, how many times did the Giants look ready? How many times did they look ready for week one? Not many times. And so to go into the second to third final game of the preseason and look as cohesive as they have on all sides of the ball, that's impressive to watch. It's a confidence booster going forward. I just can't say enough about Jackson Dart. He's given a lot of hope to Giants fans, a lot of, bragging rights right now, obviously beating the Jets, if that even counts for anything, and it does. But with every performance that he comes out there like that, whether it's preseason or not, Jackson Dart's going to continue to make that conversation happen. I said it in that video, he's not a guy, he comes from a Lane Kiffin offense. He's played a lot of good teams in college. He's got the mechanics, mentally and physically, to be an NFL quarterback. And he's got Brian Dable, who's a hell of a teacher at that spot. He's a guru. Dart's outstanding play in the preseason is not creating a quarterback competition, but it is creating a quarterback conversation. Let's put it that way. We'll reevaluate that as the weeks go on, but I'm still firm in my belief that there's no chance in hell that this guy is going to sit out all season long. He's not. Like I said in last video, the schedule will dictate that, how the Giants perform, how they look as the weeks go on. But he's making things a lot easier for Brian Dable right now. And he's making a lot of Giants fans be able to sleep pretty decent tonight. So 2 down, 1 to go. Giants will wrap up the preseason next weekend with the Patriots, and then it's for real. Then it's down to the 53-man roster, and we get a week off after that happens, and it's week 1. 22 days out right now from week 1. But the MetLife Bowl is a massacre. It's in the books, 31-12. Giants wrap this up, look impressive on all sides of the ball. Can't be happier tonight if you're going to bed as a Giants fan. You got to love what the team's building going forward. A few more weeks to wrap things up. We'll see what we look like next week, and a full week of practice coming up. Week by week, this team is showing you more and more reasons to believe and what this team is building in the 2025 season. We'll see what happens next week in this week's season practice. Be back with another video later this week. And we're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Big Blue, big beautiful win, 31-12 in the MetLife Bowl massacre. So enjoy it. Big win, big things to build on. Till the next video, I'll see you guys real soon.